Mihi Maddie. And from one Maddie to another, we have Matt Gibb down in Wellington for us this morning. Matt, what are you up to?
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. I've been expecting you. Yes, indeed. Check this out. I am now standing in the atrium of the Majestic Princess. This thing is unbelievable. Let me give you a quick tour of where we are right now. This is the atrium, of course. It's very Italian themed. You can see by the floating staircase that I'm now making my way down. Kind of really forces you to tap dance on this kind of a surface. So I will. And check it out. Here we are, the Majestic Princess, the largest, the newest, the most luxurious of the Princess fleet. It's just arrived in Wellington this morning, came up from Akaroa, and it's on its way to Tauranga and Auckland before it leaves the country as well. And this thing is not at all what I expected. When they told me I was going to be hanging out on a cruise ship this morning, I expected the Blue Rinse Brigade, I expected Shuffleboard or whatever that game is, but this thing is a floating, luxurious hotel like you've never seen before. Take a look around you. This is a multi-storied atrium. It's absolutely dripping in opulence, and of course even the floor, circular marble floors. Check that out, 200 tons of marble on this ship.
Goodness.
That's right, and to put that into perspective, David, the Michelangelo statue, it's 30 times the amount of marble used in that statue. So you can tell that's quite a lot of marble. But it's not just about the facts and figures, it's about the whole experience on the Majestic Princess this morning, which is why Larry and the boys have decided to fire up the band for us this morning. Take it away, guys. Thank you very much. This is how I like spending my mornings. All I like to do is hang out on luxury cruise ships with Larry and the boys. This is a good time. It's a massive ship. It's 330 metres in length. And to give you another idea of how big that is, the Sky Tower is only 220 metres. So this thing is huge, and there's so much to see and do. I'll be taking you around the Majestic Princess this morning, showing you a few of the sights, meeting a few of the crew, and having a good time while we do it. So, permission to come aboard? Thank you very much. Permission granted.
Fantastic. We will see you later on, Matt, and good to have you on our show. Where is everyone? Where are all the passengers?
Probably still asleep.
Well, he's woken them up now with the band playing.
It's very subtle, though, isn't it?
Very subtle.
Subtle, the boat.
The opulence, though, that just looked amazing.
Very, very
amazing.
I'm worried about 200 tons of marble on a floating ship.
I wouldn't be worried about that.
Oh, there you go.
I'd be tap dancing along with Matt Gibb.
Same. I'd be doing that too. Tap dancing straight to the bar. Yeah.
Go on a cruise.
Go on a cruise. Let's do that. After the break.
Stay.
Thanks, Maddie.
You're welcome.
Right, to the other Matt now. Matt Gibb is hanging out on the largest princess cruise ship ever to visit New Zealand shores. Morena, Matt.
Morena to you too, Hayley. Yes, that's right. The Majestic Princess is where I'm hanging out this morning. And if you are planning on going for a cruise on the Majestic Princess, I'd give you some advice. I'd pack some togs, some swimming togs, because you're going to want to jump in the pool a couple of times. Pack a couple of books. You're going to want to relax on the deck and just take in the sights. I'd also pack your appetite, because there is some incredible food options here, and here is one of these incredible food options presented by my good mate, Chef Nilo. This is La Mer restaurant. La Mer, just correct my French, that means the sea, am I right?
Yeah. It's
Third form French, there you go. Yeah. So what kind of food, what's on the menu? What are you making for us today, Chef Nilo?
Okay, I do have a nice fresh codfish here with a nice puree of eggplant, and then some tomato and then olives, and then I'm going to finish with a nice puree of spinach. And then I do have also the famous niso salad, which I'm going to finish with a little bit of olive oil, cracked pepper, and that seared ahi tuna on top. So just two of them, the rest.
Sounds pretty good to me. Sounds like a pretty snazzy breakfast as well at this time of the day. But why don't you kind of carry on preparing the food as we have a chat about this? Because there's 3,560 passengers on the Majestic Princess. All of them have to eat. So you have a busy time. I mean, are you just working 24/7, just constantly slaving away in the kitchen here?
Yeah, I haven't slept actually yet. So yeah, it's actually quite interesting. It's 3,560, and then aside from that, we also have a 1,340 crew on board. So you're actually feeding souls total of almost 6,000, which is quite good.
6,000 people that need to be fed, and they're going to be eating in style as well. This menu was actually created by a Michelin star chef, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, his name is Emmanuel Renault. He's from France, and then the restaurant itself is just a modern type of restaurant, but the cuisine that Emmanuel Renault created is somehow a 3-star Michelin chef. So it's quite, as you can see now, it's quite complicated, but it's easy to make. But the taste is totally different from the classic one that we all understood, the French cuisine. So it's a modern type.
So, in terms of the kind of amount of food you have to bring on to a vessel like this for, a voyage of a couple of weeks from Sydney, how much food gets carted onto the ship at the start of the journey?
Oh, just for the food alone, at least we reckon like 120 tons of food, so it's not much. And then the good thing is we're getting mostly the fresh produce in Sydney, and also as well some frozen and then some seafoods in New Zealand. So that's a good thing.
Amazing. This isn't the only Michelin star created menu on the ship as well. There's actually another place, Bounty, is it called? Harmony.
Yeah, Harmony. It's a Cantonese restaurant created also by a star Michelin chef. Name is Richard Chang. He's from Taiwan.
Amazing. So you've got options when you're on board the Majestic Princess. Can I have a wee taste before I go? I have to have a wee taste. Should I use this?
Yeah, please.
Do you mind?
Yeah.
So what's this again? This is the...
So this is the codfish.
Codfish.
And then nicely seared.
Yeah.
And then you have a nice puree of eggplant. Mm-hmm. And then a salsa.
Here we go.
And a puree of spinach.
That is the breakfast of champions, my friend.
Oh.
Chef Nilo, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Dave.
I'm going to hang around and finish this.
I
See you
want to
soon.
eat it.
Same. Just makes you hungry.
Yeah, I know. I'm very hungry now.
Well,
Thanks,
mine.
Matt.
I think I'd be traditional though. I'd be just bacon and eggs
You're right.
for me, thanks. Crispy. Bacon.
Also,
You certainly wouldn't turn it down, though.
No, I'd eat that first. And then I have some bacon and eggs, please. And hash browns.
yeah, I was just going to say that this is the breakfast of champions. Don't you think?
Thanks, Hayley.
Yeah.
You're so sweet.
You are very kind. It's 20 minutes to 7. Matt Gibb has the job we all want this morning. Earlier, he had a yummy, very posh breakfast, and now he's just cruising aboard the Majestic Princess down in Wellington. Good morning, Matt.
Cruisy start to the day for me down here, Daniel.
hey.
This is the sweetest gig I've had in a long time. I really do mean that. And look at this view of Wellington Harbour. The Majestic Princess pulled in here this morning at around about 5 a.m. And look at the view we get to wake up to. I'm actually doing a little bit of whale watching at the moment, seeing if I can spot a southern right whale out there. And so far, nothing's presenting itself, but I'll keep looking. You never know. And check this out. We are on a cantilevered lookout called the Sea Walk at the moment. You can see down there about 39 metres below is the actual ocean floor. Well, not the ocean floor, but the ocean itself. So it's a beautiful place to start your day, really. And I'm very, very proud to be joined by the man who calls this his vessel. This is Captain Dino Sagani. So nice to meet you this morning, Captain Dino.
Very nice to meet you, and good morning, everybody.
Dino, this has got to be one of the best jobs in the world. Getting to sail a ship like this around the world and pull into ports like this. You must love your job.
I do love my job. I've been very, very lucky.
How long have you been a captain of cruise ships?
10 years, just over 10 years. I've been on cruise ship for about 25 years almost with Princess Cruises. And here I am, driving the largest and newest ship that we have in the fleet. So, yes, I do feel lucky.
Majestic Princess, it's quite a name, isn't it? It's bang on, really, though. This word majestic is basically the only word I could use to describe it. How is it for you getting to captain a ship like this? What's the difference between, say, the Majestic Princess and one of the other cruise ships you've captained?
Well, as the name says itself, there is only one Majestic vessel, and this is not only the newest vessel that we have in the Princess fleet, but the largest vessel that we have ever built and deploy also in the South Pacific as well, in all this area. So, yeah, for me, it has been in the family. My father was a captain, my grandfather was a captain, my great-grandfather was a captain.
Really?
Yeah, so it is a tradition, so I'm basically, following the tradition, but nobody has ever thought I would one day have the possibility to be the captain of such a amazing ship.
It is absolutely beautiful. So it runs in the family, but it's not just your father's father and your father's father's father that have a connection to this ship, though. Your mother's actually got a very special connection. Tell me about that.
Yeah, there is a tradition in the shipyard. When you build a ship, usually take almost 2.5 years to build a vessel like this. And after 1 year of the construction, the vessel is ready to be floated for the first time in the shipyard, in the dock. And at that time, there is a ceremony, and so there's a naming ceremony, and there is a madrina, as it's called. And the madrina is the one who cut the string, and then the bottle of champagne to broke, of course, the bow of the vessel. And the shipyard offered this special event and to my mother, Graziella.
How's that? Graziella.
Graziella, yeah.
Beautiful. What an honour. Do you just get the feeling every now and then you just want to just put the pedal to the metal and just burn through the ocean? You must have so much power at your fingertips.
Well, there is quite a lot of power, but of course we drive it nice and safely, especially with the passenger on board. Well, we did some tests when the vessel was brand new. It's about a week that you have to test. I did follow the construction of the vessel in the shipyard. I was
Right.
lucky enough, yeah. And there is 1 week that you do all the possible tests to make sure that the vessel is seaworthy. And one of the tests that we do is going from full speed ahead, that is almost 23 knots, take the throttle and put it full speed astern.
Wow.
Yeah. Something we don't do.
Basically doing donuts out on the ocean. That
It
sounds
came
like...
nicely though. She's doing very well.
Would it be completely rude of me to steal this for the morning? I think maybe I've done enough to earn it this morning. What do you think, Captain Dino?
look very good there.
Thank you very much. She's a seaworthy vessel, this one, the Majestic Princess. Still more to see. I'll check in with you very soon. I think the guides are preparing some cocktails for me this morning as well.
Oh, it just gets better.
See you
Thank
soon.
you, Captain Matt.
He feels very safe with Captain Dino.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Aye, aye, Captain.
Right, well, if you're on a cruise ship, you'd need a...
From Maddie to Matt. What's he up to now on a large ship? Matt, what are you doing?
Good morning. Yes, the Majestic Princess, a very large ship. You are quite correct. And let me tell you, the Majestic Princess is actually the first of the international cruise ships to head to New Zealand this cruising summer. Yes, we are officially in the cruising summer right now. Princess Cruises are going to be bringing almost 100,000 visitors to New Zealand shores over that summer. It's quite an amazing number of people, and those people all need to be entertained. And what better to entertain them than Juan and Jorge doing some bar flair in the Seaview Bar right now. Guys, very impressive. Show me some more of your moves. Show me some more of these moves. Go for it. Yep. Okay. Good. Excellent. Looks pretty easy, right? Surely that's pretty easy. Can I have a go? Like, what's the first thing I need to learn to be able to?
It's stall in the hand.
Okay. That's called the stall on the hand.
On the hand.
Okay. Looks. I mean, looks.
That's the easy.
Look. That's the easiest.
Easy.
Looks really super simple.
My grandma can do it.
Of course you can. Your grandmother has been doing this for a long time. Oh, the plastic, don't worry, it's fine. Give me one more go and then I'll let you guys take over again and show me what you can do. Hey! And then, there you go, easy. And once you can do that, you can do pretty much anything, is that right?
Yeah.
So show me what you can do after you've mastered the simple stall.
Behind the back.
Yep. Easy, right? I mean, simple. How many bottles do you break training for this kind of thing?
I cannot tell you on television.
Unbelievable.
A lot.
Do you know the best thing? Oh, sorry, I broke the dishwasher. One of my favourite things about this is that we're on a Princess cruise ship right now. Do you know the Love Boat was the original Pacific Princess was the Love Boat, the actual Love Boat. And this Majestic Princess, the horn, do you get to hear it very often?
Yes, it's the love boat song.
The Love Boat song. When Captain Sagani, who we met earlier, wants to sound the horn and wake everyone up in Wellington, it goes like this. Bum, bum, bum. Does it carry on? Bum, bum, bum. Ba, 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 ba. Maybe we'll stick to the flair for now. I'm going to carry on learning. So the stall, okay, excellent. Look, I could try this all day, but I think more importantly than learning how to flip bottles is actually learning how to taste delicious cocktails. So I'll be having one of these this morning, guys, and leaving you to it. So thank you very much, Jorge and Juan.
Looking
Although this is a
forward
mocktail.
to
Don't worry, Mum. It's
seeing
just a
you after
mocktail.
that
No, it's 8 o'clock in the
cocktail.
morning. It's a mocktail.
Bummer. All right, thanks, Matt.
Cheers.
Right, Jordan Rudd is with us with all of the news in the social media world. Good morning.
Maddie, let's go to Matt Gibb, who's on a boat, because we're not on a boat, but Captain Maddie is.
On a boat.
I am indeed on a boat. I'm on a boat inside a theatre at the moment, the Princess Theatre. I'm joined by Andrew Cadillac, the cruise director for the Majestic Princess, taking in one of the shows, one of the many shows that you have on the cruise. And am I right in thinking we're seeing some drones flying around on stage at the moment?
You are absolutely correct. This is one of the most highly technologically advanced shows at sea. Fantastic journey. And what you're seeing behind us right now are drones that are controlled GPS from our wonderful production booth here in the Princess Theatre on the Majestic Princess.
I mean, that is ridiculous. Drone shows on cruise ships, I never thought I would see the day. But this is not where the entertainment ends. You guys have an endless array of options for people that are cruising. What other kind of shows can people take in when they're cruising?
We love to say that there's a variety of entertainment, from guest entertainers, from dynamic vocalists to jugglers to comedians to magicians. We've also got these Broadway-style production shows that you're seeing right behind us now. Fantastic Journey, which I just said is a highly technologically advanced show at sea. We've also got a show called Fiera, which is a love story based on the turn of the century, set in a fairground at a sideshow extravaganza. We also got Sweet Soul Music, which is all set in the Motown era. as well. So there's something for everyone. You will not get bored on a cruise ship.
There's 3,500 people that you have to entertain on the 2-week journey that they're going on from Sydney at the moment. I mean, these people you'd be hard pressed to go and see everything on that 2 weeks trip, wouldn't it? You'd have so many options, you wouldn't be able to see everything, I reckon.
We try to find something for everyone. So when you come on board, there's entertainment for all walks of life. There's definitely not a day that will go by that you won't have anything to do. We give so many options. It's up to our wonderful guests to decide what they like to do.
And this theatre in itself is actually pretty amazing. I mean, obviously, this is the newest, the most luxurious cruise ship in the Princess fleet. You may be noticing there's no columns in this theatre to obstruct the view. Every single seat in this house gets the perfect view of the stage.
Absolutely. Night in and night out, when our guests come on and see these wonderful shows, they get to see it from every aspect of the theatre. This theatre holds just under 1,000 people, and every night, I got to tell you, they love it and come back for more and more each time.
Entertainment options abound on this vessel. Look, if you do want to come and see the Majestic Princess, it is a sight to behold, and you can catch it. Actually, on Friday, it'll be docking in Tauranga. So if you're in Tauranga, go and check it out. Then the next day in Auckland, and then following on from then, they'll be heading up to the Bay of Islands. You've got a lovely trip ahead of you. I'm very jealous that I have to hop off after this and head back onto dry land. But very nice to meet you, Andrew. Thank you so much.
You.
All right.
Thank you very much.
I've had a lovely time in the Majestic Princess. Do go and see it. And get cruising, ladies and gentlemen. Get cruising. It's a good option.
I think he sold me.
I think he sold me, but he talked throughout the whole artist's behind him. Like, that was
She was
amazing how
rising up
rising
the
up.
floor, and that was incredible.
Great to have Matt back on the show too. Good to see him. Good to see him. It is time to find out who will win